Here's a shocking truth most smartphone users refuse to face. Your device is spying on you 24/7, even when you think it's completely shut down. But there's a company called Unplugged that's about to challenge everything you thought you knew about mobile privacy. They're launching the UP Phone this September 2025. And it's designed to do something that seems impossible in today's connected world. Actually protect your personal data from big tech surveillance. The UP Phone isn't just another privacy-focused device with fancy marketing claims. This triple-camera smartphone, priced at $989, will be available directly from Unplugged's website and at Best Buy locations nationwide, starting September 2025. What makes this particularly interesting is that they're including a full year of premium privacy services, antivirus protection, encrypted messaging, VPN access, and secure cloud photo storage, completely free. After that first year, these services continue for $12.99 monthly. Though here's what most people miss. All the core privacy features of the phone work perfectly without any subscription whatsoever. So what exactly makes this device different? The UP Phone operates on UnpluggedOS, which is essentially a heavily modified version of AOSP, Android open source platform. Think of it as the raw, unmodified Android before Google adds all their tracking components. The crucial difference here is that Unplugged has completely stripped out Google mobile services, which are the invisible background processes that Google uses to monitor your location, behavior, and every action you take on traditional Android phones. But here's where it gets controversial. Can you really escape big tech surveillance entirely? Unplugged believes you can, and they've built some impressive technology to prove it. Instead of Google's Play Store, which tracks every app you download and use, the UP Phone connects to Unplugged's own app marketplace, which the company claims operates with zero user tracking. The default web browser isn't Chrome or Safari, it's Brave, a Chromium-based browser specifically engineered to automatically block advertising trackers and data collection scripts. Now, let's talk about the technical firewall system, because this is where things get really interesting for privacy advocates. Unlike military-grade devices like the Motorola LEX L11 or the ultra-secure phones used by government officials, the UP Phone implements what they call a system-wide firewall. Think of this as a digital security guard that actively monitors and blocks any attempt by apps or services to transmit your personal information without your explicit permission. Unplugged commissioned an independent study to test their claims, and the results were striking. Their UP Phone successfully blocked significantly more third-party tracking attempts than both Apple iPhones and Samsung Galaxy devices during identical usage scenarios. The firewall also provides real-time monitoring, allowing users to see exactly what data each application is trying to access or transmit, something most smartphone users have never experienced. Let's break down the hardware specifications for those wondering about performance. The device runs on a Mediatek Dimensity 1200 processor, a solid mid to high-end chip that handles most tasks smoothly, paired with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of internal storage. The 6.67-inch AMOLED display delivers crisp visuals, while the camera system includes a 108-megapixel main sensor, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens, a 5-megapixel macro camera for close-up shots, and a 13-megapixel front-facing camera. Users can expand storage using micro SD cards, giving them control over their data storage rather than being forced into cloud services, and this is the part most people miss. The physical battery disconnect feature. This might sound like science fiction, but it addresses a genuine concern that privacy experts have raised for years. Reports suggest that intelligence agencies, including the NSA, have developed techniques to track smartphones even when they appear to be powered off completely. The UP Phone solves this with a physical switch that literally cuts the electrical connection between the battery and the device's circuitry when activated. For context, when you turn off a regular smartphone, it's not truly off. Small amounts of power continue flowing to maintain certain background functions. This physical disconnect switch ensures that absolutely no electrical activity can occur, making remote tracking genuinely impossible. If you don't own an UP phone, privacy experts often recommend storing phones in Faraday pouches, special bags that block electromagnetic signals when complete privacy is needed. But here's what's really controversial about all this. Is the privacy unplugged promises actually achievable, or are we just trading one form of surveillance for another? Some critics argue that using any connected device means accepting some level of data exposure. Others question whether a smaller company can truly provide better security than tech giants with vast resources. There's also the elephant in the room: convenience versus privacy. Most smartphone users have become accustomed to seamless integration with Google, Apple, or Samsung ecosystems. The UP phone requires users to essentially rebuild their digital habits around privacy-first alternatives. The timing is particularly interesting, given recent concerns about foreign surveillance, data breaches affecting millions of users, and growing awareness of how personal information is collected and monetized. The U.S. Army has issued warnings about the risks of ubiquitous surveillance. While studies indicate that each Facebook user is monitored by thousands of different companies. So here's my question for you. Would you be willing to pay $989 and give up some convenience features to potentially achieve real digital privacy? Or do you think this kind of protection is unnecessary for average users? And perhaps more importantly, do you believe it's even possible to truly escape big tech surveillance in 2025? Or is Unplugged selling a dream that can't be delivered? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Are you team privacy at any cost? Or do you think the benefits of mainstream smartphones outweigh the privacy concerns? Let's get a real discussion going about whether devices like the UP phone represent the future of mobile technology, or just expensive peace of mind.